Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Minecraft. Today, I am on a new computer. I've recently just bought a new computer for no small amount of change, and I'm now basically broke. But hey, okay, first of all, music, you are lovely, but I want you turned down so that I can hear it. Master volume will put you at 75. Excellent. Perfect numbers. So yeah, the classic game of Minecraft on my new PC. It's running beautifully without any mods whatsoever. No Optifine, no extra bits, nothing. So I'll probably be able to do like anything I'd want on here. It'd be absolutely fine. So we gotta do the classic step of collecting wood. Just about done. There we go. 5. This is not really much enough for practically anything, but look at all those sheep and pigs. This is a good place indeed. We shall start from the very bottom and work our way up. I'm currently using a skin that I've gotten off the internet that I really liked. I did not make it. You can probably find it for yourself across the vast ocean that is the internet. I suppose the main purpose of this series, as with any Minecraft survival game ever, is to beat the Ender Dragon and win the game, which is not something I've actually ever properly done. But that is only if this continues, and we shall see if it continues, because I had another Minecraft world, but as you might imagine, that's on my other PC, which currently isn't even set up, so I can't even download that file if I wanted it. Oh, that is a cave. That's a very serious cave. And here's a non-serious cave. But yeah. So I'm excited. I'm kind of pumped to be able to do this kind of thing. Options. Controls. Is mouse sensitivity on here? It is. Can I turn that down to 90? I'll leave that where that was. If that's where that was, I don't even remember. That's fine. Alright, I think that will be good. Maybe I should put that back. I feel like I'm gonna break something if I'm not careful. Yeah, that looks like it'll be fine for now. Alright, so we got a lot of sheep and animals here. So I could probably become a farmer and be just fine. I will collect this wood and then move on. I had work this morning. I work at a grocery store. I am a bagger. That's some fun stuff. But yeah, and it was just a pretty normal day. I only had a 4-hour shift because I work part-time because I'm also going to school and such. So yeah, exciting. I realize this is thrilling commentary, but you know, life of a broke college student right there. I became of the opinion to not give up on like anything ever, because I give up on everything always. I'll likely not stick to this 100% of the time, but you know, gotta move forward somehow. So I'm here playing Minecraft on PC, on my brand new PC, to see how it runs, to see how other things will run. I also recorded a bunch of Grand Theft Auto 5 that I wanted to upload, but I learned that the file format is not supported by Adobe Premiere, which is the thing that I use, because it recorded it in MKV. So I'm trying to record this in MP4, which I believe is the supported format. But you know, we'll figure things out as we go along. We're working on it. I'm trying to become more professional at doing this kind of thing. I may actually need to change those mouse settings. Hold on. Controls, mouse settings, sensitivity, right the way down to 80. Alright. But yeah, I want to become a little bit more professional at doing this sort of thing, so I want to like have intros and outros and things like that, which I intend to put together through the use of things like Premiere and other such things. But yeah, that's a work in progress. My computer has lights now, which you always know is like the key way to tell if you have a fast PC. is the light, because that, of course, absolutely has an effect on performance and things of that nature. It doesn't, but, you know, it's funny to say that. I also have a really nice mouse that glows. Both of these things, I could change the color on them. Maybe I'll put a photo up of them, I don't know. I'll have to see when the time comes. It is a CyberPower PC, which is written at the bottom of my keyboard. So, see, I bought this PC for $1,000, not including tax. It was listed as $9.99 at Best Buy. And it was recommended to me by the sales dude there. It was a very friendly and helpful chat, by the way, which is always a good sign in a sales associate. And he recommended it to me, and I bought it, and I had no idea there was a mouse and keyboard in the box. So I justified buying this PC at $1,000 with no extra attachments. And then I get extra attachments, which means that the PC was essentially costing me less. And I was also paying for a packaged keyboard and mouse. So that was a fun surprise. I had no intention of exchanging my other mouse and keyboard because they worked just fine. But I was perfectly fine with an upgrade because they work just as good, and now they glow because reasons. But yeah, so that it cost me about $1,000, which in terms of my job, I make about $10 an hour. So that's about 100 hours of work. That did not go to anything else. So yeah, costly, but interesting. So I'm quite happy with this fact. I'm quite happy to be able to be doing this now. I'm in a great mood. Don't really know why. Just kind of happened. Despite the fact that I was like at work and such, and really tired, and I had to get up fairly early to get to work. As I now yawn to punctuate that fact. But yeah, so I'm rolling. I'm having a blast today. I'm playing on my PC. It's been great. I played a lot of Grand Theft Auto, playing through the story mode for the second time in my life. And yeah, it's pretty fun. It's highly vulgar. It has a lot of really inappropriate language. So no footage will ever be on this channel without being heavily edited, because I definitely don't need some of those words appearing on here. Don't get me wrong, I don't really have a problem with swearing. If you swear, like, you know, your life, your choices, things like that. I have occasionally sworn, especially in colloquialisms that do not belong to my culture. And I have also read out swearing text on occasion with no problem at all. I don't mind swearing. But, for example, the N-word, which is said numerous times in Grand Theft Auto, I have many mild concerns about it during my channel. If it appears on yours, oh well, you fight like YouTube terms of service and whatnot. I am not pulling that risk. I am not that daring, nor that willing, nor even interested, because language is meant to be used by anyone to express however they feel and however they want, and things like the N-word are just too aggressive for the kind of person that I am. I am not very aggressive. I am soft hearts and sweet things and kindness. That doesn't mean that I'm sweet, kind, or soft-hearted all of the time. Just that those are the kinds of things that I really value and appreciate, and as a result like to represent and support as the world exists. So, I've made a little shack. It's not a bad looking shack, in my opinion. I have quite a bit of wood. I should probably make a pickaxe, shouldn't I? I need to gather some stone so that I can make a furnace. How are we looking on time? It is nearly dark. That is not good. Here's a cave. Oh, that's a skeleton. Oh, that's fantastic. And I do not have the materials for a sword at present. So, I will hunt you. Oh, no! I picked a fight with the wrong gang. Holy cow. Goodbye. Let me see about a sword. I really shouldn't be making all this out of wood, but what can you do? I'm currently kind of trapped with this fact. Nerd! Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Gotcha! Okay. I cannot really go that way because of his buddies, whom are also down there. I need to butcher a pig or I'm going to die. Shoot. There we go. I got them pork chops. Sheep. Got your wool. Pig. Got your meat. More sheep. This is a great area for like farm animals and jazz. This is actually fantastic. Alright, so I have gathered many muttons, many wolves. I can now craft a bed, which I will do so at my tiny shack house. And then I will sleep through the night so that I do not die and can exist tomorrow morning. 10 out of 10 plan. And there we go. I tell you what, the day-night cycle is a great like marker for anyone playing Minecraft for like a beginning and end of a video. Depending on the length that you want, because a day is approximately 50 minutes long, so going from dawn to dusk, you know that about 50 minutes has passed. So a day and a night twice, or 4 days if you have a bed, is an hour. Half of that is 30 minutes, obviously. That sort of thing. You can measure things by quarters of an hour if you measure it by how many Minecraft days have passed. Give me a moment. I am going to turn on the light in my room because the sun has begun to set and it has made it really dark. I'm almost falling over. Oh, that's right. I unplugged this light. Whoops. There we go. That light's on. I have a light in my room. I have like one of those multi-outlet cord things, just at the bottom of my room, which has a lot of plugs in it. But I also possess, which I bought about a year ago, the HTC Vive, which is part of the reason I got a new PC in the first place, because VR games ran kind of badly on my other computer. I have an HTC Vive, which the controllers are currently charging, but their little charging boxes are done horizontally instead of vertically, which on one of those little outlet boxes is really bad because it means they take up about 3 spaces, even though they only need 1. So I had to unplug my lamp to be able to get both of them to charge at the same time. I will probably be able to do some VR videos, actually, now that I have acquired the proper hardware so that my PC cannot die when I'm doing that. So that's exciting. Those of you who are so gracious as to watch my channel, do please let me know what you'd be interested in watching. Or else I will choose for you. And then you will just have to deal with whatever comes up. And if you're fine with that, then by all means, because I'm definitely one of those YouTubers who will just let a channel do its own thing and then watch whatever just comes out of that. I shift from channels from time to time, though. But yeah. Oh, well, that did happen. However, now I have a bed, so I can be less mortified of the inevitable numerous deaths that I will be. There we go. There's a skeleton evil dude. The Skullmeister. He is now dead. That is not coal. I looked at that and thought it was coal briefly. This is coal. And that's always a good thing. Coal is always a good thing. Now, eventually you have so much coal that you don't need more coal. But right now we do not have any coal, so I could always use more coal. So yeah. I also currently have 2 stone bruises at the bottom of my feet. which if you don't know what those are, that is when you have a bruise that forms on the bottoms of your feet specifically that feels like you're constantly stepping on a pebble. So that's fun. Thankfully, I do not have to stand to play Minecraft, so I don't have to worry about that much. All I have to do is just sit my feet at an angle and I'm fine. Nice and cozy. Cozy to play video games about digging stone. Because when has that never been so important? I also want to stress, right? Minecraft is a decade old. It has just hit its 10-year mark, and this is the game, from my experience, where I've been there for those 10 years. I know this game has been around, and I've been around for it for that time, and that's been kind of amazing to me, because there are some people who are like that with WoW or with League of Legends. There's some people who are like that with Team Fortress or with the Counter-Strike series or the Battlefield series. And I never really got into a lot of those franchises, and those that I did, I wasn't around for the whole time, and it wasn't that like spectacular on my end. But here it's like I've known this game for a decade. I've loved and hated it at numerous points. It's really quite something to see it have reached this point where so many people know of it. A subset of them really love it and really enjoy it and put so much into it. It's really, really amazing. There are flowers here. I will just take those. Oh, this is gravel. Boop. Well, I have caused a cave-in. Yielded nothing. It's left my torch behind, so that's fun. I'll gather up some of these materials since they will be useful. Some gold would be nice to make a compass, but I don't have that nor redstone at this time. I'll probably have to make a strip mine down to the bottom. That'll be useful. I've always tossed around the idea of like doing some multiplayer things. I have some footage currently on my other computer from a game We Were Here that I played with a friend of mine, Skelikitty. And I will probably be uploading that at some point, along with a link to his video, or her video. That's we'll see. And yeah, it's a thrill to be like, you know, having fun like this, to be able to just sit back, relax, and just boot up Minecraft. This thing loaded so quickly, which it never did on my other computer. On my other computer, it was really slow. This also has, just for the amount that I paid for it, 2 terabytes of memory. And that's insane. It's just ridiculous. My other PC had somewhere around 900 gigabytes. So, I believe this is double. It might be more than that. Even if it's not more than that, this is still bonkers. Like, it was at 1.8 terabytes of memory. I installed Grand Theft Auto, and it became 1.79. And I was like, what the frick? That's a minuscule change. Or was it 1.71? I don't know, but it was like, the freaking 80 gigabyte game took a very tiny chunk out of it, which means everything else takes an even tinier chunk out of it. It's bonkers. It's brilliant though, I love it. I'm very happy with this. Everything runs smoothly, everything works. It's just really exciting. My pick has broken. And I don't possess enough wood for a crafting table. Wow! Underprepared. Super underprepared. The most under of prepared. Let me just acquire some more of this wood. I don't really know where I want to take this. I just kind of want to play video games and have fun with them. That's kind of how everything works in my life. But yeah. In the meantime, I think I'm going to take a pause here because alongside having been recording for somewhere around 15 minutes, I also need to test editing with Premiere and hoping that MP4s work. Because if they don't, then this footage is garbage. Or maybe it's not, because it's been a pretty steady beginning, middle, and end with no real interruption. I don't actually have a pickaxe. I don't know why I ran down here without one. Let me just craft a crafting table and some sticks, and then briefly assemble a pickaxe. But yeah, I will probably finish up this day and then do so. But yeah, I'm pumped, I'm excited, I want to do all kinds of content and such. I'm on the be a YouTuber high again, even though I'm super bad at it and have trouble committing to things. But, you know, I will try my best. I will try to improve my situation and things like that, so that I'm able to produce content comfortably and quickly. I had that with the whole, like, YouTube is a bit of a chore, right? Because you make content, you put a lot of work into doing a series, editing videos, things like that, and it's entirely possible that no one will see it, and it will be very poorly received. Like, I have a very small channel of, like, just under 340 subscribers, or just above 330. One of those two numbers. I cannot look right now because my game is full screen. But it's a very small channel, which also means that my videos usually get somewhere between 2 to 4 views. And I played through the entirety of 999, the Zero Escape game, bar maybe like 2 endings. I got the true ending. I worked very hard to acquire that. But I did, to make sure I didn't get disheartened by a lack of reception, I did not stop and upload until I had beaten the entire game. I did not want to see what reception was going to be, because I figured if it is anything less than amazing, I'm going to be disheartened and I won't finish it. So, I scheduled it all to be uploaded way in the future, and I recorded bits, pieces, and everything else until I was ready. And then I uploaded all that in one fell swoop. Then it came out week by week by week. People saw it. Only 1 to 2 views per video, as I expected would happen. But it was a complete series that went on this channel, and I'm very happy about that. I want to make more complete series. I don't really know when I have spurs of motivation and when I don't. I'm currently having one of them right now, and I'm really, like, on high about it, jumping about, excited. But I will try to recreate that more often so that I'm able to create more content for you guys and for myself, so that we can all have a grand, lovely time. But yeah, so the day is just about at the end, which puts us at about 30 minutes. So I'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.